Stop for just 1 second. I want you to think of someone. Right now, someone you know personally. Someone who walks into a room and without saying a word, without doing anything, the entire energy shifts. People turn. People notice. People want to be near them. They're not necessarily the most attractive person in the room, not the richest, not the loudest. But somehow everyone is drawn to them. People remember them. People talk about them. People want their attention. Do you have that person in mind? Now here's the question that no one ever answers honestly. What is it about them? What do they have that creates that kind of pull? Because science has actually figured it out, and it has nothing to do with genetics, looks, or luck. It comes down to 7 specific psychological behaviors that anyone can learn, including you. Stay with me for the next 9 minutes, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why certain people are magnetic and exactly how to become one of them. The first reason, and pay close attention because this one is everything. The people who everyone gravitates toward, their secret is not that they make themselves feel special. It's that they make you feel special. When you talk to them, they're not glancing at their phone. They're not scanning the room. They're not waiting for their turn to speak. They are fully, completely, entirely present with you. They remember what you said last week. They follow up on things you mentioned in passing. They ask questions that prove they were actually listening. And when that conversation ends, you walk away thinking, that person actually gets me. Psychology calls this the focused attention effect. A Harvard study found that people who give others their full, undivided attention are rated significantly higher in intelligence, warmth, and attractiveness, even when nothing else about them changes. So here's your challenge starting today. When someone talks to you, put the phone down, make eye contact, and just listen. Truly listen. In a world where everyone is distracted, the person who pays full attention becomes unforgettable. The second reason, and this one sounds simple but it runs very deep, the people who others are magnetically drawn to, they never seem like they need your approval. They don't fish for compliments. They don't constantly ask, did I do okay? Did that come across right? Do you like me? They're comfortable. In themselves. With themselves. Psychology calls this a secure attachment style, and it triggers something fascinating in the human brain. Our brains are wired with a simple rule. What is easily available feels less valuable. What feels rare, what doesn't chase us, what exists comfortably on its own, that feels worth pursuing. When you chase people's approval, they pull back. When you're genuinely focused on your own life, your own goals, your own growth, people start moving toward you. This isn't about being cold or distant. It's about being so genuinely engaged with your own life that you're not sitting around waiting for someone else to validate it. Stop chasing approval. Build something worth being around. And watch people come to you. The third reason, and this one will completely change how you think about conversation, the most magnetic people in any room talk about themselves the least, and ask about others the most. When they meet you, they want to know your story. How did you get into that? What was that experience like? What drives you? And they ask it like they actually want the answer. Not as small talk. Not as a formality. Psychology calls this the genuine curiosity effect. Here's why it works. Every human being on Earth carries the quiet belief that their story is interesting, that their experiences matter, that they have something worth hearing, and most people never get to fully share it. Because most conversations are just two people waiting for their turn to talk. But the moment someone genuinely wants to know your story, something shifts. You feel seen, you feel understood, and you associate all of that warmth with the person asking. So next time you meet someone, resist the urge to talk about yourself. Ask one real question, and then actually listen to the answer. They'll talk to you for hours, and walk away thinking, you're the most interesting person they've ever met. The fourth reason, and this one is backed by hard neuroscience. Have you ever spent time with someone and walked away feeling genuinely energized, lighter, more alive? And have you spent time with others and walked away feeling completely drained, heavy, exhausted, even though nothing bad happened? That's not imagination. That's your brain responding to something real. We all have mirror neurons, cells in our brain that automatically copy the emotional state of the people around us. When someone near you is genuinely at ease, genuinely warm, genuinely positive, your brain mirrors it. You start to feel it too. The most magnetic people carry an energy that's calm, warm and real. They find genuine joy in small things. They laugh easily. They make the space around them feel lighter. And your brain remembers, being around them feels good. So it keeps wanting to go back. This isn't about performing happiness or forcing positivity. It's about genuinely choosing to notice what's good, to bring warmth into small moments. When people feel better around you, they will always find reasons to come back. The fifth reason, and this is where most people get it completely wrong. We all know that compliments are good. But most people give compliments like this. You're so smart. You're so talented. You did great. And it feels nice in the moment, but it disappears. It doesn't stick. The most magnetic people give specific praise. And the difference is enormous. The way you handled that situation under pressure. I haven't seen many people do that with that kind of calm. That idea you had in the meeting, I was still thinking about it on the way home. The way you made that person feel comfortable in an awkward moment, that was genuinely impressive. Do you feel the difference? Psychology calls this targeted validation, and it works because specific praise proves you were actually paying attention. It proves you actually saw something real. Generic compliments say, I noticed you exist. Specific praise says, I see exactly who you are. And the person who makes us feel truly seen, we never forget them. The sixth reason, and this one might surprise you, the people who are most loved, most respected, most sought after, they say no regularly, clearly, without guilt. That's not something I'm able to take on right now. I have to pass on this one. That doesn't work for me, but I hope you find the right person for it. And here's what's fascinating. That ability to say no doesn't push people away. It makes people respect them more. Psychology calls this the boundary effect. When someone has clear, consistent boundaries, we automatically sense that they know their own worth. And people who know their own worth, we treat them differently. We value their time. We value their yes because we know it isn't guaranteed. Compare that to the person who says yes to everything. We take them for granted. We stop appreciating them. We assume they'll always be there. Saying no is not selfishness. It's self-respect. And self-respect is one of the most attractive things a human being can have. Start saying no to the things that don't deserve your yes, and watch your value in people's eyes quietly rise. The seventh reason, and this one is the deepest of all. The people who draw others to them like a magnet, they are always becoming something. Always learning. Always moving forward. Always building. They have a direction, a purpose, a quiet momentum that you can feel just by being around them. And psychology tells us exactly why this is so attractive. We are drawn to people in whom we see a reflection of who we want to become. When someone is genuinely growing, reading, building skills, chasing something meaningful, we feel it. And something in us says, being around this person makes me better too. They become what psychologists call a growth attractor. Someone whose presence alone raises the standard around them. You don't have to be the most successful person in the room to have this quality. You just have to be someone who is genuinely, consistently working on becoming more. Pick one skill. Read one book. Commit to one goal. When you are growing, people will find reasons to stay near you. Because growing people are the most magnetic people alive. Let's pull everything together because I want this to stay with you long after this video ends. Reason 1, focused attention. They make you feel fully seen and heard in a world that rarely offers that. Reason 2, no desperation. They don't chase approval, and that makes others chase them. Reason 3, genuine curiosity. They care more about your story than telling their own. Reason 4, contagious energy. Being around them feels good, and the brain always returns to what feels good. Reason 5, specific praise. They notice the real you and tell you exactly what they see. Reason 6, clear boundaries. They know their worth, and that makes others recognize it too. Reason 7, constant growth. They are always becoming more, and that pulls people forward with them. Now here's the most important thing I'll say in this entire video. None of these are tricks. None of these are manipulation tactics. These are the natural qualities of people who genuinely care about others, about themselves, about the life they're building. And the beautiful thing? You don't have to master all 7 today. Just pick the one that felt most true for you, the one where you thought that's what I'm missing, and start there. One quality, practiced consistently, can change everything. Here's the truth that took me a long time to understand. The most magnetic people in the world are not performing. They're not running a playbook. They're not calculating every move. They're just people who decided quietly, consistently, and to show up fully, to care genuinely, to grow relentlessly, to treat others like they matter. And the world responded. That's available to you right now, starting today. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 7 reasons resonated with you the most? Which one hit closest to home? I read every single one. And if you want our next video to be about the 5 things that make people instantly less attractive without them even realizing it, comment the word less below. If enough of you ask for it, that's our next video. If this video gave you something real today, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Psychology Insights Pro, because we go deeper here than anywhere else. I'll see you in the next one.